The following is the Buckeye Trail Middle School expectations for the 2020-2021 school year. In regards to masks, masks must be worn at all times while in the classroom, hallways, gymnasium, offices, cafeteria. Basically anywhere within the building and school property where social distancing guidelines cannot be met. If your student is unable to wear a mask, the school must receive a letter from their primary physician to have on file. Until that letter is received, you will be required to wear a mask. Mask breaks will be provided in the classroom at times when we can ensure social distancing of 6 feet. Please send your child to school with a mask daily. The school will have some on hand when needed. Face shields are not permitted by the Ohio Department of Health. Face masks are defined as being a covering that covers up both the nose and mouth entirely. School health procedures. Upon arrival at school, all students will have their temperatures checked. However, we ask that you also check your child's temperature at home every morning. If your child has a temperature of 100 degrees or greater, they must stay home for the day. Students must be fever-free without the use of a fever-reducing medication for 24 hours before returning to school. Please monitor your student at home and do not send them to school if they have any of the following symptoms of COVID-19: fever or chills, cough, sore throat, shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, congestion or runny nose, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, loss of taste or the sense of smell, nausea or vomiting, and diarrhea. If a student becomes ill while at school or reports or displays any of the above symptoms, they will be sent to the school nurse, who will contact you, and then the student will be transported to the Blue Medical Building in Old Washington until picked up by a parent or guardian. Hand washing. Please make sure that you are washing your hands as frequently as possible. For example, after using the restroom, before going to lunch, and as always, practice good hygiene. Hand sanitizer dispensers have been installed in each classroom for easy access to the students. Breakfast and lunch procedures. Students will be able to eat breakfast in their homerooms from 8 to 8:22 a.m. Class will begin at 8:23. Students will be eating their lunch in the school's little gym with assigned seats to promote social distancing. Students may choose their seat on the very first day of school, but that will be their seat for the remainder of the school year. Students will wear their masks until they are seated to eat their lunch. Students are permitted to bring their own lunch boxes to school. The lunch times for the middle school students are as follows: 6th grade, 10:47 to 11:21 a.m., 7th grade will be eating their lunch from 11:24 to 11:58 a.m., and 8th grade will be eating their lunch from 12:01 to 12:35 p.m. Dismissal. 7th and 8th grade students will be dismissed at 2:50 p.m., and 6th grade students will be dismissed at 2:55 p.m. 7th and 8th grade students that ride the bus home will be dismissed to go home from their specials class in the high school. These students will need to take whatever items that need to go home for the evening with them from their lockers and take those items to specials. However, if you're leaving through the middle school loop, meaning that you're getting picked up by a parent or guardian, you are allowed to come to your locker after dismissal at 2:50 to collect your things. There will be no loitering in the hallways after school. All extracurricular students need to get to their designated areas quickly. Also, throughout the school day, there will be staggered dismissal times for the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. This will allow only one grade level moving in the hallways at a time to promote social distancing. Locker times. Students will be permitted to go to their lockers at designated times throughout the day. For example, they'll be allowed to go to their locker when they first arrive at school, before and after lunch, and at dismissal time from school. Students can only use their lockers this year for storage of supplies. We ask that you do not decorate the outside of your lockers so that this will allow the janitors to clean and sterilize the outside of them. Cell phones and other items. Cell phones are allowed before and after school hours. Cell phones will not be permitted from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. All cell phones must be turned off and put in the student's locker. Building drinking fountains have been modified so that only the bottle filling station is activated. The individual drinking fountain has been shut off. Therefore, we request that you send your child with a water bottle daily. Your child will be able to refill their water bottles throughout the day. Please make sure that you label your child's name on their water bottle. If you need assistance with this, please let the school know. Outdoor recess and learning opportunities will be provided as weather permits. This year, we are going to keep students in the classrooms as much as possible and will limit visits to the office and the school nurse for emergencies only. Students need to come to school daily with their Chromebooks fully charged. This is expected of the 7th and 8th grade students on the very first day of school. Finally, Mondays will be remote days for students that are coming to the school for their instruction. If a student does not have access to the internet or has internet issues, paper copies of work will be sent home the Friday before the remote day. Students will need to complete this work on the remote Monday. Teachers will have established office hours to help students on those remote Mondays if they need assistance on their assignments. Students will be made aware of their teachers' office hours when they return to school on September 8th. And as always, go Warriors.